Hello guys, today I'm going to show you a Vedic technique from converting radians to degrees. Give me just 1 second. Okay, so from radians to degrees, there's only one fact you need to know to solve these questions. 180 in degrees is equal to pi in radians. Now, first step, how do we convert degrees to radians? Let's take 37 degrees. So first what we do is that we divide it by 180. And then we try to simplify it as possible. But since this is a prime, and then multiply by pi. Since this is a prime number, the only possible answer is to get 37 pi by 180. So that is the answer in radians. But that doesn't seem too professional. What if we had 46? Now, it's basically 46 by 180 times pi. But we have to simplify it first. This is 23 by 90. And so we get 23 pi by 90. Now let's choose something more important. What if we had 26? 26 is 13 by 90. We can already simplify that. And so we get 13 pi by 90. Well, what if we had 60? Well, now 60 degrees is 60 by 180, which is 1 by 3. So that's pi by 3. Now let's take 45 as another example. 45 by 180 is approximately 1 by 4. So it's pi by 4. Now let's take 25. 25 by 180 is a more complicated one. We have 5 by 36. So we get 5 pi by 36. Similarly, we can do this with 35 degrees. This is 7 by 36. So we get 7 pi by 36. Now, we have already just seen it with whole numbers. What if we want to convert with a fraction? Say 7 and 1/2. Then we write it as a decimal. And then we multiply by 2 on both sides. Since we have a 2 in the denominator over here, we multiply by sides by 2, and then we can also simplify. So the answer is pi by 24. Now, what if we had 182? 182 is quite a random number, but it's 91 by 90. So it's 91 pi by 90. Now, what if you had 186? Now 186 is another close example. But then we need to simplify it further. Now back to the topic with fractions. What if you had a 1/5 in your denominator? So the first step you do is, of course, write it as a decimal and then multiply by 5. 180 times 5. By the way, 180 times 5 is 900. And times 5, 6.2 times 5. Well, that'd be 37. No, not 37, 31. Now we have 31 by 900. Can this be simplified further? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it can't be simplified further. So the answer is 31 pi by 900. it's like a more harder example. 142 by 1/8. This seems kind of scary. Because look at just the fraction itself. But we can help you solve it. What's 180 times 8? There's a quick technique. You can multiply by 2. No, this is 4, and then 144. 1,440. And 142 times 8 plus 1 is 1136. 1137. And if we were had to have 2 8, it'd be 1138. But yeah, we can do complicated maths easily. Now, what if you want to do the reverse direction? Don't forget, we have a lot to do. What if we had 3 pi by 5? How would you convert this? Simple. First remove the pi and rewrite that as 180 times 180. And then we have 3/5. Now 3/5 times 180 is equal to what? This side by 36, we multiply this side by 36. Eventually, you get 108. So the degrees is 108. So 3 pi 5. Now what if you had 17 pi 20? This seems kind of scary. But again, it's a matter of multiplying by 9 on both sides and removing the pi. Now 17 times 9. What is 17 times 9? It's 153. So it's 153 degrees. Quite simple enough, huh? Now what if you had 46 by 7? 46 pi by 7. Okay, no, that is a too big example. What if we had 12 pi by 7? Now what if we had something which was 7, which is not divisible by 180? Well, simple enough. We would multiply by 180 on both sides. Multiply by 180 on the top, and then we'll simplify it. So what's 12 times 180? 18 times 12. It's 216. Because 216. 6 times 3. 4 times 3. Am I correct? Yeah. Okay, so 216. We get 2160 since it's a 180 by 7. And now we divide 2610 by 7. If 2610 by 7, now of course 2610 is probably not even divisible by 7. But we'll get the degrees in a fraction. No form, so. Because this is like 300. Yeah, this is actually very simple. 308 with remainder 4. So 308 remainder 4. So now, it's 308 times 4 pi 7 degrees. And remove the pi, so 308 4/7. That is the amount of degrees. Simple enough. Thank you for watching. See you later. See you tomorrow.